Hey everybody, welcome back to another sunny 70-degree day here in March up in the great snowy state of Minnesota. We're back to talk today about another dash cam. Today's offering comes from a company called Arpha, A-R-P-H-A, and I will tell you, when this guy showed up in the mail, it was really nicely wrapped in this really nice fitting cellophane. And if you want to make me a happy boy when it comes to unboxing, just make a nice presentation in the box. So this thing was wrapped up extremely nice. I did break the seal to kind of take a peek, but on today's episode, we're going to talk about the Arpha D24 dual channel dash cam. This baby goes up to 4K or 1080p. It has a 3-inch touchscreen, which kind of sets it apart from a lot of the other dash cams on the market. It also has voice control and built-in GPS. So let's unbox this thing. We'll get it hooked up. We'll see how it works. And if we can do all that and don't burn the house down, I think we're having a good day. What? Whoa! Ah! All right, so let's start off unboxing here on the back of the truck. Like I said, this thing was extremely well wrapped. When you first open the box up, we are greeted by some really nice packaging here. Arpha, some great names for some of these cameras. And this is the camera itself. Very sleek, nice big screen on the back. A couple of connections up front here, remove before recording. It says wide angle lens on here. Wi-Fi, 4K GPS. Very substantial feeling. Anytime I get an electronic like this, if it's really light, you can tell it's really cheap. But this one feels nice and heavy, nice and substantial. Further in the box here, come out and a bunch of cords. So like the last camera we had, we've got some really lengthy cables in here. 2 of them to be exact. This one looks to be a USB type A to USB type C. Super long. This one appears to be, not sure what this one is. Let's look. Another camera. Must be a backup camera. Okay, now I'm perplexed. All right, I'm actually gonna have to look and see what we're dealing with here. I wasn't expecting 2 cameras in here. Similar to the last one that we reviewed, this one does come with the little plastic sticker that goes on your windshield, which makes this adhere a lot easier. We found out last time how nice of a addition that is. We have our pry tool. We've got a couple of cord hangers similar to the last one that we unboxed. Our car charger head for the USB. And a couple more of the sticker guys. So I'm gonna jump in and see what this secondary camera is for. I gotta assume this is like a reverse or a rear facing camera, but just gonna double check and we'll look. Be right back. All right, so the second camera is exactly what I said it was. It is a rear-facing camera, which is why it has such an unbelievably long cable. This sticks to your back window and points backwards, and you're able to control it and see the videos on the touchscreen with this guy, so that's really cool. Obviously, it comes with a bunch of the little sticker guys, so that if you need to run the cable around your window, either the front window or the back window, you can use these to stick them up on the window. But yeah, this is a really nice looking setup. The actual camera itself has USB Type-C in, has your AV cable in, which is what will run from this camera into here. It's got your speaker ports on it, has your memory card, which is pre-installed on here, power button on the side. So this looks like a really nice setup. So let's jump in the truck, and I'm going to install both these bad boys, and we'll take a drive and see how they look. I really love springtime, but it's loud outside with all the birds chirping and the cars going by. So anyways, we're in the truck, a little bit quieter now. So I'm kind of giving my brainstorming idea here. So for today's video, I'm going to put the front-facing camera here, and I'm not going to even worry about trying to hide the wires for the time being. This is probably going to end up in my wife's car, so I will do a full installation once she actually gets home, and I can do that. But anyways, for testing purposes, we're going to put the front-facing camera here. We're going to run the rear-facing camera back on the back window there, and I'll just drape the cords across for now. If I'm doing this as a real installation, I'm going to tuck my cords up underneath here. there's a nice, for me at least, there's a gap right here that I could easily tuck those cords into. I could run them around right down through here. I would probably then either choose to, if I'm gonna go up through my headliner, either cut it across right here and then kind of follow this door seam, and then maybe underneath the headliner or underneath this seal here. I don't know. There's 1,000 different ways. You could run it down on the floor, pull up your carpet to hide those wires. I mean, there's 12 different ways you can do them. But for now, we're just gonna kind of stick this guy up here so we can test it. So we're gonna take one of these film pieces that they have. And it does say, please clean the glass or tear off the protective film before use. So this is going to be like so. I'm gonna put this guy right up about here. I really like this addition, so that you're not having to stick these directly on your glass. I think these hold a lot better. They don't seem to get as dirty. Second, I've got our camera here. I did go ahead and put this little guy on top, which is basically just sliding. It just slides on, slides off, like so. This came out of the box, so slide that on. This does say open and close, so I can slide this one way or another, like so. So then I'm just gonna take this little adapter here, and we're gonna stick it up right in the center. Just like that. Perfect. So we obviously have a ton of cabling here, and this is included so that, like I said, you could route your entire wire all the way around. I am just going to free up enough that I can use this for the time being. Plug that into there. I have a power port right here on the Ram, and that only comes on when the vehicle's turned on. So we're gonna use that. I'm gonna plug this into the top of the camera here where it says USB. Then I'm going to take the extremely long cable of the back window camera here. And we're gonna go ahead and plug that into the AV jack on the top of the camera, like so. And then I'm going to click this guy back up onto here. Perfect. Boom. Now, like I said, in a full-on installation, I'm hiding these wires up here. But for today's video, right up here. But for today's video, we're hooking everything up to test it out and see how it works. So let's get to the back. Extreme close-up. Anyways, welcome to the back seat of the Ram. Now, the one thing that I noticed about this is that on this rear-facing camera, the adhesive piece is right in line with the actual camera itself. Now, what does that mean? Well, I think that means that if I use one of these adhesive guys, it's going to be looking through it, which will kind of probably give it a cloudy image. So we're going to forego this guy for the rear camera installation. And I'm going to assume that if the words are facing up, that means that it is also facing up. So I'm going to peel off this little piece of adhesive on the front here, like so. Then I'm going to find the spot I want in between the defroster cables in the back window, and I'm just going to give that a good push. The camera does rotate, so you can angle up or down as you need to. I'm just going to eyeball it. I think that's pretty good. All right, and she's plugged in. Oh yeah, she's not going anywhere. So let's jump back up to the front seat here, turn it on. So once I actually pushed in this cable all the way, that's why the rear camera wasn't showing, it immediately kicked on. This thing has a lot of really nice features. The menu is very easy to navigate through. If you just touch the screen, you can then hit this button up here, which changes your camera angle. So now it's just showing the rear camera. Now it's showing the rear big camera and a small front camera. Now it's just a big front camera. And now it's a big front camera and a small rear camera. So that's really nice. You also have the ability to hit the Wi-Fi button on here. Change your Wi-Fi settings. You can change the actual settings of the camera itself. You have to record. You have to stop the recording before you do all that stuff. But turn Wi-Fi back on. That way we can connect to it.
Wi-Fi is on.
There you go. You can hear it talking to you. Settings. So we've got loop recording. We have resolution. 2160 by 1080. Good to me. Loop recording. We're going to set this to record in 5-minute increments. What that means is it's going to record 5-minute video files. And then every 5 minutes it's going to shut down and it's going to save that video file and start the next one. Maybe we'll go 3 minutes. Why not? WDR. Record audio. Yes, you want that to record audio. Sure. And we do not want it to mirror because we're looking through it. Video stamps on, which I assume is going to mean like the GPS recording, stuff like that. All right. All right, so when you go to download the app, make sure you either scan the QR code that's in the brochure or look for the Arpha Vision. ARPHA VISION. The Arpha app itself does not work with the dash cam, so it has to be the Vision app. All right, so we will get GPS. Okay, got it. Confirm while using the app. Yes. Yes, allow. All right, and then right away, boom, it pops up. There's the dash cam. We're going to click on that. We're turning on Wi-Fi. Scanning for Wi-Fi networks. There is the D24. Got it. And there's no internet, but that's okay. We don't need internet. Connect. Yes. And here we go. We are connected. Beautiful. Look at that. Yep, we can do that. Sure. So now we are looking at a live shot of what the camera is seeing. Switch mode. Oh, we got to stop the recording first. There we go.
Recording stopped.
Okay. So from the app here, we can look at, there we go. Switch modes. I'm not sure what that does. Display mode. Oh, we can do front and big, rear small, front small, rear big, just the rear. Nice. Just the front. Nice. Or both. Like we had it. Gives you the ability to change your resolution. We're going to keep that where it is. Dash cam albums. So this should be, oops, sorry, keep that there. The albums will be everything obviously that we have recorded. There is our entire library, and then from there we can either click and just watch it right on the phone, or I'm sure we can download it to the phone as well. Yep, right there on the bottom left. Just hit download. It'll pull it right to your phone, which I'm not going to do this one right now because I don't think I need it. So I had to pause during the editing here because I found an answer to a question that I'm just about to ask. See, in the video I'm just about to ask, I wonder how these look when you're going to play them back. I have an answer for that. The files are individually saved on the disk for front and rear camera. So this one ends in an F, that's a front camera. This one ends in an R, that's a rear camera. So it's really kind of cool. If you check the timestamps, you'll see that each front and rear has the same timestamp. That's when they start. So when you're going to actually look at them or edit them, you only get the front view or you get the rear view. So for the next part of this video, when we're driving around testing it out, I'm actually going to take the rear view and put it up in the corner. But just know that when you're actually viewing these video files, you can view either front or rear, but not both combined. I'm really curious to see how this records with the two screens. Is it going to look exactly like it does on here? Because right now, I'm seeing a full screen view of what's ahead of me and a rear view screen in the upper left-hand corner of what's behind me. So I'm really curious to see how that looks. But we are recording in the highest resolution possible right now. So just take a look at the video and judge for yourself. Read the signs. See if you can read the signs of these buildings we're driving by. Street signs, license plates, stuff like that, because those things are important when you're looking for a dash cam. Because in the event, God forbid, you get into an accident, you're going to need to know the name of the streets. You might want to see the license plate numbers, etc., etc. This camera also has a G sensor built into it, so it will detect if you get into an accident. It should automatically save that recording once the G sensor is tripped. I set it to middle as far as sensitivity goes. Hopefully that won't be set off just by hard braking or hard accelerating. So I do notice that there is GPS on here, so we'll check the GPS speed. I'm not seeing it on the heads-up display right now, but that doesn't mean it's not recording. So I'm currently, according to my dash, doing 33 miles per hour. Staying at 33. I'll bring it down just a little bit here, see if we can get it to go. There's about 30, 31. Still holding at 31, so we'll see if the GPS speed is the same, 32. All right, so final thoughts on the Arpha dash cam. Absolutely love it. I think the touchscreen is a wonderful addition to it. The app works the same as the other apps, so that's kind of a, it's a C+ for the app. It works like it should. Nothing crazy special about it, but it works. You can get your stuff off of there by connecting to Wi-Fi, or you can just pop the memory card out of the dash cam, take it inside, and plug that in. This camera right now is about $170 on Amazon, but there is a $40 off coupon, which brings it down to about $130. And if I can drum up a discount code, I will drop that in the link in the description as well. So keep your eye out for that. I think I might have like a $10 off or 10% off coupon. Don't quote me on that, but if you see it in there, go ahead and grab one. So I'd absolutely recommend this dash cam if you're looking for something that's not terribly expensive, that has the rear-facing camera. That's a huge plus, especially at this price point. It's got great picture quality, has great video quality. The sound is nice. So all in, I'm very impressed with this dash cam. So if you'd like to see more about this dash cam or any of the other ones that I have or anything else on my channel, my contact information is in the description of the video below. And feel free to leave me a comment or shoot me an email if you have anything else for me. But until next time, guys, safe driving out there, and we'll see you next time.